This is Gerald Johan van Waas, the educational channel of demonstrations regarding letter meanings and the significations and letter directions, and it basically is about showing how much letters are really directing the meanings of the words themselves. And there's a method that is used for it. It has a structure, and I talked about this structure already a lot of times. There are a lot of videos about it, but it's about time to have new exercises. And I already explained the word broad, and I immediately imagined, people will think, but what with bread or even breath? How much will this be different? Okay, I will give you this example of bread and breath. And there is a difference between, of course, these words in the meaning, and these meanings are also already in the choices of letters. So here you have the B, the R, the E, the A, and the D. So it's the B is basically, this is only about descriptions this time, but the descriptions come forth from the method that is based upon a system which is to be found in a scheme, in an order of preferences and references that can be looked up. But here is the description, so the descriptions can vary a bit, but these descriptions help you also to guide you to understand the letter directions. So the B is basically broadening of the form. The form is breaking open, it's getting larger, your focus, notice this, and this is the B. The R is a real refocusing, a focus really on what is happening here, and what are the references here. It is about references that are being looked for, and which kind of references these are. This is a focus on what is really happening in the material during a certain period of time. That is so basically most easy to present it, to understand it, is this move from the material over time in this kind of frame. That's a helpful tool. It's nothing but a tool. It's not a synonym. It's this tool that makes you remember the positions and what the positions are about. The A is about what your reference points on the objects are moving. So it is seeing what is moving, and it is looking at an object from one position to another, so that it means for your mind it is also giving attention to what is really evolving here in time. It is about the time frame that is given the most attention, and the time frame, what is behind this time frame, it is looking at what is really evolving here. The A is simply looking for your focus on an object. Where is the object? What is the object? It's the definition, looking for the definition, looking for the focus on what is it? What is it? And the D basically is moving something. Moving, just moving. Let's see. Say it needs the element of time, it needs the element of move, it's moving, it's changing. So that's basically the reference frame that is used for these kind of letters. So let's combine them, because in the combination of letters, these elements combine and they begin to form new directions as a combination of directions. So you cannot just simply add them up as separate qualities. The qualities mix and they get a new quality by combining the letters. That's why breadth is not just B plus R plus E plus A plus D, but in the right order, a multiplication of these qualities. So let's first start from the B and go to the R. So B, R, br is breaking open. It's breaking open the processes most of the time, or whatever this is, in time. Well, you can add them in a time frame. So it's breaking open. Next letter, A. So you add the A, because this breaking open is a full process in time. So I can use the A easily because it's also about time. So I look up where is the time frame involved in, from where to where. So Bray is looking at the whole frame. From where to where is this breaking open? Until here it's quite easy. And because the A is there, it is breaking open of what? What is it? So you look at the elements. So the elements are given attention. The Bray with E and A as letters is a breaking open of elements over a certain time. And the last letter is the D, so this is the frame on which we will base upon our move in general upon. So what is happening here? What has changed? The thought frame of D is also like we have an object and it moved, it changed. What changed? And so our attention goes to the positions to see what did really change. It's changed in a growth process. So it is this frame, as I showed you as a reference point. So we're giving attention to what happened in the elements during the time and it developed. The breadth is actually this breaking open, evolving of elements that evolve and are prosperous in this development. That's a breadth, it's good for us. And within that frame you can recognize the breadth already, and that's the attention which the word breadth in letters are giving to the word as an association, an underlying association. It takes part of our choice of words, why these letter combinations exist in the first place. So what's the difference with breadth? Breadth. There are only two letters different. I mean, there's one letter different and it's replaced by two letters. So we have two extra letters. The T, it's a functional placement. And the H, so the results will be in an active space, let's say. It's an active space. It's our frame of focus that will be our last conclusion in the word. So we, of course, the first couple of letters are the same, so we will just kidnap already what we have. So here we have, it's bra. So we have this time frame of processes with elements that are breaking open. That's what we know already, that's what we have. But here the focus changes, our focus changes to the T. What does the T do? Check the theory out, it's written very clearly. It's the focus on just one of the elements or a part of the elements, or it's slightly moving away from the center and it focuses on what I can use from the elements. So it's a focus on the functional notice of what you have. So the breadth here, just with the T, is looking for what can I do with it? What's the function? What's the function? We will give it a context. The context will of course be an active space reference point of background, of context. So we will have just one frame. So we have one frame, we focus on the function, and this function works in time and space. That's written down in the theory. So it is basically a function which says what is really going on here as a function. It goes so it goes from it follows the elements, how they also break open in space. As here, I will even enlarge the breaking open a bit to really have the starting point. Don't forget the starting point, that it's still visible in the end result. So here I have also different from breadth. The context from breadth is different. Breadth, the context there is a function in a spatial environment that is prosperous, that is productive, and so on. So here, that's the focus that we focus upon. It's the breathing of the lungs. You can easily recognize this in this function, but it can also give it opens up possibilities of what of the elements that are breaking open. So give it a little bit of breath is also giving it the breaking open of elements gives it also more function. There are a couple of associations that you can still derive from it. Anyhow, these demonstrations as or exercise were meant to show you that it when you use the elements and the positions and understand its positions, but that's because that's also important, you can start to play with it and understand what's beneath the choices of letters and letter combinations in words, and how they really are about what they are intended to be about. And I hope this demonstration, how superficial it was or not, are already a demonstration of that shows you these aspects clear enough. Well, now, thanks for watching. This was Gerald Tuanvavas again, the website too, with several with the lists of the videos, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like. Thank you very much. Bye bye.